The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22.
Come on. Hey.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Colts very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Castle.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Here's Webb. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 46.
him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 40, 70. Take it to Mustang 19. Go.
Now Castle. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Chiefs at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Castle. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion right, Garcon. Now Webb. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, Webb. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
A gain of 30. And a Colts first down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the jump. Ready.
Webb to throw.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. In motion right, Garcon. Here's Webb. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Webb now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Webb. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Cordell Patterson. The way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cordell Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. It's caught by Garcon. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Webb. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running.
Webb can't escape as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on second and long. Webb. Quick slant to Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Third and 5.
Ready! Press on leading!
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Colts, first down. A gain of 19
Come on,
yards.
come on! Hit!
First down.
Cut 19! Cut! Ready!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 7 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down. Webb able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on third and 4. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their mobile, agile quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. To try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, nice move.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a give, left side, it's Charles. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Again, it's Charles. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Given 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run from the gun to Charles. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second and 5.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll look to throw.
33-yard line.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side complete. That's Charles. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 5.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
No gain on the play.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Webb. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Webb now from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on third down. Webb trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's caught. Baldwin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Castle. Going underneath for Charles. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's McCluster. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeff Swain, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2.
They'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Chiefs 33, Colts 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Webb. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
1918. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
A quick toss out right.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He's got his man. It's Butler. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.